Welcome everyone to episode 471 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our bicep.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Welcome to the weekly Sunday Funday open Q&A. Got some tunes, got some cool little things on the screen. Sunday, a Funday, a Sunday, a Funday. So welcome everyone. Welcome, come on in. Grab your coffee, grab your beer, grab whatever the heck you want to do. Grab your cat, grab your dog, grab all the beaches in your immediate vicinity. Come join Papa Swolio. Let's chill. What's up, fam? What's going on, everyone? Let's ask some questions. If you have questions, now's the time to drop them. Let it fly. Let's just chill. Sunday Funday. Open, open, open. A lot of you are dropping awesome questions, awesome interaction during the week, and I get back to them as soon as I can, of course. But now, we can have a little conversation, give you a little more access to Papa Swole, give you a little more access to the gains. I know you've been miring all week. I know you've been miring. I know. Thanks. Is it too loud? Is it cool? All right, we're just going to be here. We're going to be here. Got some good jams. Good jams. Up, Chris? Up, Sean? What's going on, fam? Thought about getting some more music on the Swole, even during the regular show. Might be a good idea, right? I might be adding some more music to the show. When I can. It's rainy, it's a cloudy, kind of rainy, dreary day. Just start sweating balls eventually, but you know how it is. Yeah. Oh God, I'm stiff. Today's a yoga day. What up, DA? What up? So let's get it started. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate it. Garrett, either way. Thank you. For the Elimination Diet, is chili powder just as bad as having peppers? I don't know. That's a good question. If peppers are eliminated, then peppers, I wouldn't push it. You know, it depends on the reason why the system chooses to eliminate, because I didn't create the Elimination Diet. I just abide by it. I enjoy it. I think it's a great way to approach your fitness and your nutrition. I think it's a great way to approach it, because what happens with, and for those of you that don't know what the Elimination Diet is, the Elimination Diet is a process in which you eliminate common foods that common allergenic foods. And the concept behind it is that we as a society, we as a people, are eating many foods that our body is reacting negatively to. And because in the intestines, you have the majority of your immune system in your digestive tract, that when you have a food, you're consuming a food that your body is fighting. So if your body signals an inflammatory response, because the enteric nervous system actually responds to the brain and communicates with the digestive system. So when you have a negative, let's say dairy or something you're allergic to, let's say peppers, you're allergic to peppers, your body will signal inflammation and joint pain. You could have fatigue. You could have something like, insomnia, restlessness, irritable mood. You could even have other things like asthma or, more strong allergic reactions. So it could be something subtle. It could also be something extreme. So it's not just always, oh my God, I'm breaking out in hives. It could be just like skin quality. It could be things like arthritis. You could really change the whole game for your nutrition. And instead of, for me, just being one of those fitness people that just gives fucking cookie cutter bullshit, which I hate. I hate the cookie cutter approach. Like, oh, here, eat half a cup of rice, eat half a cup of chicken, do this. This is good for you. How do I know? I could be hurting you and you could be hurting yourself. So instead of just getting a cookie cutter diet and doing a cookie cutter approach, you need to individualize your nutrition. No one can individualize your nutrition but you. And this is more accurate than even like a test. You can go to a freaking medical clinic. I mean, this is literally what happens to your body when you consume food, not what your blood says. This is literally, when I eat this, this is what happens. Because sometimes those profiles might show like major allergic reactions. It's not gonna notice when you have joint pain because you have crackers, you know? So it's like the other effects of having food. So you might be like, oh, you're not allergic to gluten. But whenever you have gluten, you can't sleep at night. That might not show up in a medical test. I don't know, I'm just saying, but that's the principle behind it. Hallie, what's going on? Meeting trainer in a couple minutes, we'll watch later. Insert several likes and slash in my absence. Yeah, rock on, rock on. You gonna have that conversation? Got rid of all spices, brought stuff like that back in first. Yeah, I agree, April. I wouldn't like, you know, if you're trying to eliminate peppers, chili powder, that's from a pepper. I mean, there might be the same element in the powder that's remaining that could be something that you'd want to eliminate. To be safe, when in doubt, you eliminate more. When in doubt. I meal prep a week at a time. What are your thoughts about meal prep? I love it. Who here does meal prep? Who here does meal prep? Drop a couple comments and let me know about your meal prep. Yeah, I wouldn't risk it. How many of you meal prep? How many of you prep a week in advance? How many prep for a day? How many of you guys prep? Is that music too loud? Those tunes too loud? Are we good? We good with the jams? Let me know if the music's too loud. I meal prep every few days, doing shopping for meal prep now. I do now. Meal prep is great. I mean, my thoughts on meal prep, whatever helps you stay on track. A lot of you need to meal prep because you don't have time during the week to get your, you don't have time during the week to, you know, to get your stuff organized. So if you're leaving yourself for Monday preparation, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, day to day, if you're leaving everything for that moment, a lot can go wrong. A lot can go wrong. So if you're planning on making all your food on Wednesday, what if something happens? What if your kid gets sick? What if you're sick and you don't have your food ready? What if you have to leave for work earlier and you don't have time to make your food in the morning like you normally do? You know? So if you can't make your food in the morning like you normally do, all of a sudden you're fucked for Wednesday or you're fucked for Thursday. Preparing all your food on Sunday or Monday or Saturday, doesn't matter what day it is. It could be on your day off on Tuesdays. And you don't have to do it for a week. If you do it for like a week and a half, the food might go bad. So you might find that 3 days is your sweet spot, and you don't like, some people don't like cooking for 7 days. That's a lot of food, especially if you're doing multiple meals a day. So maybe 3 days is your sweet spot. And you're like, okay, I can get a habit of doing 3 days, 3 days, 3 days. You gotta find your system. I'm a huge fan of meal prep. The key word is prep. If you're prepared, you're gonna succeed. You know, you're putting yourself in a much better place to get shit done and to get it done safely. Every 2 to 3 hours helps keep your metabolism up. I mean, it's more negligible now. I mean, like, you know, eating regularly, you know, people like sometimes doing like intermittent fasting, but if you're eating small meals more regularly, you have the ability to usually eat more meals or more calories overall in the entire day, so you can generally bulk up a little bit more. Have you done any live sessions on sleep yet? Yeah, I've talked about sleep. Yeah, you can ask questions about sleep. I'll tell you what I know. I've done sleep. Have you gone on YouTube? Anyone that's watching, if you're new to the show, you can always go on YouTube and type in the keyword plus Swolenormous. Just type in sleep and then space Swolenormous. And anything that I've done that I've used sleep, it will be tagged. It'll be tagged. Let's get some new, what's this? Oh! There you go. There you go. That's weird as fuck. Let's leave that there for a while. What do you say? What the fuck is this? What is this? This is weird. This is weird. I'll leave it. You guys like the cat? You like the pussy? Should I leave the pussy there? Pussy stays. Nothing like good wall pussy on a Sunday, you know? There you go. There you go. What? It's a good question. I'll scratch it. Yeah. Hold on, meow. What's that in the corner? Yeah, all right. Yeah. Want some coffee? Want some coffee, puss? Puss. Why is he so like... I'm just going to play with random filters today. We'll have some fun with that. Hold on, meow. Focus on first. Let's see. Do I have a video for meal prep for beginners? A video? I mean, what? For like how to make food and put it in containers? No, I don't have a video for meal prep for beginners, like physical preparation. I mean, you cook and you put it in a container. But I do have a video. I did a workshop last Thursday in my premium group about the elimination diet, all the foods to eliminate, how to do the elimination diet. Because what I like to do is consolidate tons of information because there's so much crap out there on the interwebs. I don't have a video for meal prep for beginners, like physical meal prep. I mean, you cook large quantities, you put it into containers. The whole idea is that just going by calories is not the answer for you. The answer is figuring out what specifically you need to eat, what foods to eliminate. You might be eating 1,500 calories a day, but if you're eating 1,500 calories of food that is causing inflammation and problems and reactions for your body, it doesn't fucking matter. You need to make sure that you're eating the right foods. Then you can worry about how many calories you're eating. Yeah, sleep is super important. If you're not sleeping, cortisol levels are going to increase, your immune system decreases in effectiveness, and issues. Plus you're not repairing. Growth hormone and testosterone levels increase when you're sleeping. Eat oatmeal at 7. Cool. Eating foods. Good foods. Hold on, meow. Good morning in awe of the beard. I know he's in shock. Opinions on SARMs, I don't have any. I don't know enough about them. I don't bother with that stuff. I even forgot what that stands for. I don't deal with anything like that. My opinion's not gonna... I'd have to know a lot more and research a lot more and, you know... I don't know why anyone... I don't know why you're worrying about that stuff. I don't buy into subs anymore. I'm so over it. Premium group, Gabriella, that's my private community. A lot of people in here are also in premium. We do live workshops every week. There's a lot of exercise videos. There's a full yoga flow. I do one-on-one calls with my premium members. So there's a lot of very tight-knit family in premium, and a lot of what I'm referring to when I say workshops are every Thursday, usually Thursdays. That's pretty much the day we've been using, but every week it's like a 50 minutes to an hour where we go over a specific topic in depth, very interactive, do a lot of like this Q&A, but on the board, or physical if I'm showing corrective exercises. There's been about probably 10 or so workshops at this point. So I always keep the link for premium, in the link in the description of my profile. So if anyone's interested in the free trial, the link is in the description. So it's premium.swolenormous.com. What's the best frequency per week? 3, 4, or more workouts a week? Multi or mono? What's mono and multi in terms of workout? You mean multiple body parts? The best frequency is the best frequency for you. I know that's a bullshit answer, but it's also the correct answer because based on your experience, based on like how much time you have to work out, based on your schedule, based on what you're trying to accomplish, is going to determine how many days a week you should work out and what you should be doing on those days. So there is no best. It depends on what you're trying to accomplish. How much time a day do you work out? Is it based on current routine, based off of when you feel yourself at a good point? Yeah, I don't measure my time. I think that's also a waste. I think that's also a bullshit measurement. Like, why does 45 minutes make more sense than an hour? It depends on how long it takes to get things done. Depends on the pace. I don't work out every day. Today I probably won't do any resistance training because I'm sore. I'm gonna do some yoga today. So make sure you like the broadcast. Make sure you share. Let everyone know that Papa Swolio gives gains other than psychotic boardroom gains. Liking and sharing this broadcast, most specifically sharing this broadcast, makes it exponentially more visible and more amazing to more people every day, all the time. So if you can, if you have the heart to help some fucking sick gains out, throw me a bone, throw me a share. It means the world. It pops up my screen. Love the props, so super cool. 6 to 8 servings. Rice keeps well. Yeah, chicken keeps well. Tendonitis in my knee and elbow. Best exercises to bat. If I just say things, you're not going to know what I'm talking about, John. Tendonitis in your knee, you need to activate your glutes more. You need to do more foam rolling and yoga. And elbow, I did a workshop on that. There's Grace rice bucket exercise as well as extensor. Depends on where you have tendonitis in your elbow. So too general, too hard to just like say words, but I covered a lot of that stuff in my corrective exercise in premium because I get tendonitis sometimes. I've had it on both sides because of typing, because of overuse, and knee tendonitis, depending on what kind of tendonitis it is, where it's located, it's usually an imbalance with hip stabilizers, with the glutes not being activated, and also probably the quads pulling too hard. So you have some hip instabilities and compensations around the hip region. Yeah, yoga will help with most of it. Yeah, GNC is the king of bullshit subs. Most supplements are bullshit anyway, or they're not going to do anything close to what they say they're going to do. How could they? It's a powder. It's flavored powder. It's literally like, you know what it is? Supplements are the modern day snake oil salesman. It's the modern day snake oil. It's selling you a fucking dream in a bottle, right? It's like, drink this tonic, you'll feel better, you'll be stronger, you'll be faster, you'll recover more because you're drinking BCAAs. Drinking this violently neon blue liquid with BCAAs are gonna help you recover stronger and help keep your muscles from breaking down. You mean eating food? You mean basic protein, amino acid, like compounds that are found in food? Like, come on, man. You're gonna charge me $50 a month to suck down some blue raspberry BCAAs when I work out in the morning on an empty stomach because I'm gonna waste away? No, your body is fucking evolutionarily designed to perform activity on an empty stomach. It'll figure it out. I promise you. You won't lose muscle mass and waste away if you didn't have your BCAAs before your workout in the morning. That's a rant for you right there. How about that? How about that? And anyone that's going to go quote a fucking scientific study is looking at like the most nitpicky results. Like, are you going to notice that? Are you going to notice the results that you're missing in your day-to-day life, working a 9-to-5 job, having a family of 3 kids? Like, are the BCAAs going to make the difference? Or is it going to be setting the proper systems, meal prepping, understanding that hard work is hard work and it takes time, and that being consistent and dedicated to your craft is going to get you more results in the long term? What's a more successful approach? Systems or taking a fucking powder that tastes like raspberry, you know, that tastes like fucking Smurf jizz, and then, you know, claiming and touting that it's going to preserve all your muscle? No, sleep better. What up? That cat though, I know. I like the cat. I like the cat. Love the Q&As. Work them buns, hell yeah. Knee pain. I've had a little knee pain this week. You know, I kind of feel like I felt good after my workout. Like, I've been using my elastic bands more, you know, trying to do more hip abduction, you know, to correct the squats, like some stuff that I'm working on. Putting together some new programs for Swolenormous Nation. So, been burning the night oils, putting all that stuff together, badass shit. But, you know, it's gonna happen. You're using your body. You're gonna have tendonitis. Things come up. You got to get your oil change in your car too. You're gonna need to get, you know, bolts replaced. I mean, it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen. Your body's gonna break down. Your body's not impenetrable. Do I think that measuring rest time between sets is useful? Well, rest about 2 minutes. My PT, do I think that measuring rest time between sets is useful? Yes, because most people rest too long. So once you start timing your rest, you realize what it means to rest a minute, what it means to rest a minute and a half, what it means to rest 2 minutes. Most people think they rest a minute and a half. They're resting 3, 4, or 5 minutes. So your body needs a certain amount of time to replenish the ATP, which is what your body can use for energy, like muscularly in a contraction. It takes about 3 minutes for your body to completely replenish. So keeping it in that range of like 60 seconds to 90 seconds stimulates via scientific studies, stimulates more muscle fiber growth in terms of like a bigger straw. So a small straw and cross-sectional area of the straw gets bigger. So the fiber will actually increase in size over time. So if you're resting too long, it's more strength-based, but if you want more hypertrophy, you don't want to rest 20 seconds. You want to rest like a minute to 2 minutes. So yeah, you probably do need to rest less, but it depends on your goal. But timing your rest can help you learn how much rest you're actually doing and give you a concept of like how long a minute rest is. Does black coffee really help with weight loss? If you're not eating too many calories and you're training hard, you know, sure. It can help with weight loss. So can not drinking coffee and eating proper food and training hard can help with weight loss too. Does it help, like, will drinking black coffee make you lose more weight? Like lose more fat? I don't know. Like specifically, I don't know. A lot of people use coffee because it's an appetite suppressant, so they don't eat as much, or caffeine stimulates them to work out, but you know, and a lot of bodybuilders and stuff are depleted. Like bodybuilders that drink black coffee all the time, they're depleted. They're consuming no carbohydrates. They're like completely like water depleted, everything depleted, so they drink black coffee for the caffeine, plus there's no calories. So they drink black coffee to keep them fucking awake because they're drained. But they're also taking anabolic steroids, so keep that in mind. Christina, that's a good question. A lot of people, you know, if you're feeling a little bit under the weather and you go work out and you start feeling better after your workout, you're gonna get better anyway. Does it speed up the process? I don't believe it does. When your body is sick and it's ill and it's not feeling well, and you start exercising, you're actually straining your body on multiple fronts. It's like Hitler, you know, picking a battle with the United States while it's fighting Russia. Like, you know, pick too many battles and then you lose. So don't give your body a weaker, you know, a weaker leverage point. You know, your body is trying to fix and fight itself and fight off invaders. You know, it doesn't mean like maybe some kind of like, you know, slower yoga. I wouldn't go lift weights, but something more meditative, something more holistic, and something more active recovery could be beneficial. But I'd be careful with like doing any kind of like hardcore intense exercise when you're sick. That's a big misconception. Most people that aren't feeling well, that go and like try to sweat it out and work through it, they were just gonna get better anyway, and they're attributed to like the exercise. Let's get that cat out of there. Let's see what else we got. Sunday blues. What else we got here? Ooh, look at that. Ayo. Popsicles? All right. You guys like popsicles? It's summer. Popsicles. How much is too much? That's a good question. I can't answer that for you. How much coffee is too much coffee? I don't think you need more than like a cup or two a day. I mean, if you're drinking a ton of coffee, there are some studies that show like in like those, like, you know, Nordic countries, they drink a ton of coffee and they live longer. I mean, there are many elements to health. You know, you can point to someone and be like, he drinks too much coffee, he has high blood pressure, but he might also have a history of heart disease, not exercise, eat like shit. So yeah, he's gonna have high blood pressure for many reasons. Exercising regularly and eating a wonderful diet and, you know, being extremely healthy otherwise and exercising 7 days a week and drinking a lot of coffee might not have the same effect. You know, I don't know all the research out there on coffee, but I drink a decent amount of coffee. I'll have a nice French press full, so, you know, I'm fine. But I also exercise a lot and I eat very well, and that rice bucket's sick, right, Jeff? I know. A lot of people's issues I find are from lifting too heavy. Sure, people start lifting with their ego. They try to go more and more. We have this association because we grow up with like a bigger number is better. Like, you know, 3 is bigger than 2, 4 is bigger than 3, 5 is bigger than 4. So bigger is better, more money is better, bigger house is better, you know, bigger car is better, you know, bigger is better, more. So we get this ego shift where you forget that it's not about how much you lift, it's about how well you lifted. So you start trickling higher and you don't realize that your form is breaking, and then by the time it's too much, your form is garbage and you're hurting yourself. Let's see. I'm scrolling back up a little bit. I got some good questions. I'm gonna try. These are great questions, everyone. Keep it coming. I go to the gym on an empty stomach, replenish later. Yes, when you have a wicked cold. Okay, let me go down. Nice shades. Thanks, dude. John, flapping in the ring. Love it. If you're deficient on zinc, magnesium, then ZMA could probably do. Look, if you're deficient in a vitamin or mineral and you know for a fact you're deficient, if you get a food-based vitamin or mineral, it could help you. It could help you. That's why they're prescribed out there. My point is that a lot of these supplements they're about making money, and not every supplement, just because it says it has X in it, doesn't mean it has that in it, and doesn't mean it's absorbing into your body. There are better forms of certain vitamins and minerals. Some vitamins are hundreds of different chemical compounds that make up vitamin C. There are many different types of vitamin C, and there are many different types that are bad for you, that don't occur naturally. So if you consume them, they could be bad for you, but there's certain types of vitamin C that your body can absorb. There's certain ones naturally found in food, there's certain ones that they can synthesize in a lab, so your body's gonna react differently to them. Best place to earn your CPT: experience, shadowing someone that knows what the fuck they're talking about. But if I had to recommend an actual certification for education, because no certification, or very, 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 very few, actually have a hands-on component. So you can never set foot in a gym and get your CPT. I'm sure a lot of you didn't even realize that some of your personal trainers might never have really worked out before they got their certified personal trainer certification. So the National Academy of Sports Medicine, NASM, is one of the best all-around certification. So if you had to start somewhere educationally, and if a gym required something, I would recommend NASM. You could ask me questions about that. I taught their certifications for years to aspiring personal trainers. I know their content inside and out, but you know, it's a great foundation. It's great with corrective exercise. But like any other company, they start selling a lot of like these higher end, like, you know, football certifications and running and rowing. Like, everyone's trying to make money off these like small accessory certifications, and it's like, depends on what you need. You don't need 7 certifications. That's what a lot of people I see, and that's what the industry tries to sell you, that more certifications is going to teach you more, or it's going to give you more, you know, a more advantage. You don't need 5 fucking personal training certifications. They got your money, you spend $5,000. The fact of the matter is, you only need a certification that gets you in the door. It's your experience and your knowledge and your hard work outside that's going to perpetuate you. You know, you don't need 4 certifications. You don't need them. You know, a lot of people get all these certifications and then, you know, show them and all these letters after their name, and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They can't translate that to other people. So there became a point where I just stopped doing certifications. I stopped renewing certifications. You don't need them in this world. It's education. The education system is broken. The fact that any of these certifications will give you a certification without any hands-on, it's bullshit. It's largely bullshit. It's largely bullshit. It might have started off with good intentions, but you don't learn anything from a fucking book. You can't. You can't. So, anyway, so I focus mostly on people with gains or weight loss. Both. I focus a lot on people that need the structure and the redesign to approach what they want. I like to give people the ability to do what they want and to set their lifestyle up for what they should be going for, and not what either they think they need, they think they want, or other people tell them that they want. So everything, all kinds of gains, all kinds of results. Cardio is lifting weights faster. Oh, that cat stash. I know, I was jealous of the cat, that's why I got rid of it. These popsicles suck. Got any insight on how to manage those late nights? I know how much sleep I should be getting, but sometimes it's just not possible. Manage late nights? Depends on why you're up late. Depends on why you're up late. Like for me, if I'm passionate about something and I have like a creative flow, I'll sometimes maximize and just be like, I'll stay up until it's gone and then I'm done. A lot of times you don't want to lose that fire, and like, you know what, I'll sleep when I need to. Yeah, you need sleep. Yeah, you need regular sleep. It needs to be consistent, but depends on why you're up late. If you have kids puking all night, if you are passionate about what you do and you love what you do, there's always that give and take. There's always that give and take, and sometimes I just want to get it done, I just want to be involved with it, and I don't want to sleep. Sometimes I have people joining my groups and signing up for premium in the 90-day dash at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, because they're in Australia, or they're in the UK, or they're in, you know, the West Coast. So I'll get an alert, I'll check my phone because I'll wake up and go to the bathroom, and then I'll be up having a conversation at 2 in the morning. So how you manage it, it depends. If you're going to sleep late because you just can't fall asleep because you're watching TV and you're staring at a blue light on your screen too late at night and you can't shut down, that's different. I don't have any problems getting to sleep. Like, I don't have any problems falling asleep. I find it very easy to stay awake. I have no issue staying up. I have adrenaline like crazy. And especially when I'm involved with what I love, I just get shit done. You guys liking the jams? Yeah, Dean, gotta get refocused, bro, for sure. What's your opinion on gum? Artificial sweeteners, not good for you. Plus, it tightens the muscles, it creates a lot of tension in your brain, can cause migraines, can cause headaches, not to mention all the other artificial shit in the gum. And it can affect your teeth, it can be bad for your teeth. Are there gums out there that do otherwise? Sure, but chewing gum is a lot of tension in the jaw. And it's like a nervous habit. Bum bum. The squirrel, I know. I would totally, if I was a character, I would be the squirrel. I'm in nursing school and work full-time, limited to 5-6 hours. It was more effective time crunch for weight loss. Cardio or weights? Weights. Weights, far better than cardio. What about chia seeds? There's probably good stuff about them. I think they're aren't they high in protein? They're good fiber. I think they're a good thing. There's been good feedback on that. Chris Neal, that got cut off, but lighter weights with higher reps to ease back into it. Yeah, but it's not just the weights, it's the corrective exercise. If you have a pinched nerve or you had an issue that was actually diagnosed as a pinched nerve, you need to figure out why that even happened and do corrective exercises to prevent that. Any exercise recommendation to fill at the very top of the chest? Reverse bench, Dave. Reversing your grip on a bench press can activate the upper chest area a lot more. Oh, there you go. Jason answered that next. Cool. Why are squats on that half ball a bad idea? Because most people do it too fast. Any kind of unstable surface is designed to challenge your instability or challenge your stability, not make you as unstable as possible so you don't fall off. Most people don't have the faintest idea of how to actually do stabilization exercises. You're not supposed to be flopping around. You're supposed to be stable and still. If you're too unstable and flopping around just because you're not falling, you're training your body to flop around. So, no good. That could be bad. What's your opinion of farmer's walks? Sure, ask a farmer. Farmer's walks are great for grip strength. Absolutely. Are they useful? Yeah, absolutely, they're useful. Good formula to find maintenance calorie amount. Figure out what you're eating now and adjust and play around with it. I don't subscribe to any multiply your body weight by the X, Y, and Z. It depends on how much muscle mass you have. If you find a quality formula that's based on your fat-free mass, like how much muscle you have, that's more effective than just your overall body weight. Because if you're 100 pounds overweight, it's not going to give you a proper adjustment for all that extra fat, because fat doesn't use energy, muscles use energy. Okay? So if you're stuck at a plateau, most people are trying to tweak their calories without knowing how many calories you're consuming. So download an app like MyFitnessPal, start writing it down, whatever is right for you, and figure out what you're eating now and adjust. Make sure you're getting enough protein, make sure you're getting enough, just keep the macronutrient ratios general, keep them average, don't go crazy with any kind of crazy diet, but find out what you're doing now before you start playing around with how much or how little you should be eating. Where do you even start if you went from 200 to 300? You used to be a rock, now a bucket of fat. So depressing. You suck it up and make some change, man. You suck it up and make some change. It's depressing, but either you can sit under your, hide under your bed and be miserable, or you can get up and do something. Where do you start? Anywhere. Anywhere. Don't complicate it. Go for a walk, get on a treadmill, start with a personal trainer, go take a group exercise class for beginners, watch some of my videos, join my group, sign up for my program. Anywhere that you are starting to get more physically active, just the most important thing that you can do is set aside time every day for physical activity. Make it a part of your life. That's the number one thing. 15 minutes. 15 minutes of physical focused activity a day, and then build from there. Once you make it a part of your life and there's no excuse, it's part of your schedule, it's part of what you do, no excuses, that's what you do. You can't cancel it, you don't push it aside, you don't move it, it's done at that time. Then you can start getting a little more fancy and taking it to the next level. But first off, you got to get that a part of your life. And I would highly recommend the Elimination Diet and look into that as well, like what I've been talking about. Squats with a trap bar, wouldn't that be better? A trap bar, you mean like the hex, you mean deadlifts? It depends on what you mean better than what. Better than what? It can take a lot of strain off the lower back. It can help people with bad form and hip immobility, sure. Do you do macros for people? I don't. I think that's a scam too. All that stuff needs to be done by the person. You need to do macros for yourself. You need to do macros for yourself. I promote the Elimination Diet. I promote figuring out what foods that you're allergic to. I promote figuring out what foods cause you inflammation. People are looking for macros. People are looking for handouts. People want something. Here, do this. Oh, okay. But there's a lot wrong with that. First off, it's illegal. It's not safe for me to prescribe and give you foods to eat. What I need to do is educate you on how to make proper decisions all the time when you're not under my wing. Most people want to sell you a $50 diet. Eat this, cook these foods. It's very simple, and things change, and your focus is going to change. It's about the systems you're putting in place with diet prep, with meal preparation. It's about knowing what foods that your body reacts poorly to, not just if you're eating 500 calories or 1,500. People nitpick the numbers. If you're eating healthy, if you're eating the right shit, you don't have to count shit. You don't have to weigh quality foods. You're gonna have to weigh foods that are poisonous to you. You're gonna have to weigh foods that cause you inflammation. You're gonna have to weigh foods that make you feel fatigued and groggy and sluggish and bloated. You have to weigh the poison because that's hurting you. If you're eating quality foods that your body responds to, that's good for you, you don't have to be weighing shit on a scale. Yes, I go over certain principles, but I don't do one-on-one coaching. I have a private group, my premium group, which I go over all these principles, the workshops, education, how to approach these things, how to learn more about your body. I have a full exercise program, the 90-day dash. I also have other programs I'm in development with, but nutrition is very individualized and you need to take responsibility for yourself. People need to take responsibility for their own nutrition. And there's too much hand-holding, and there's too much, this is what you should do this. That's just bullshit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Doesn't mean it doesn't work for some people, but you don't learn anything and it doesn't make you better at anything. I know so many people that had a diet plan, they were on it, but then they fell off, blah, blah, blah. It's like, then what good was that diet plan? You lost weight, now you're back off it? Like, what the fuck was the point of that? You spent money, you followed a diet plan, I had a trainer, I had a diet plan, I did this, but I fell off and I gained all this weight back. You're just telling me that's just a waste of fucking money. So if you understand your purpose, if you understand the longevity of your fitness, if you understand your approach properly, if you understand your systems and your structures that you put in place in your schedule, if you understand how your body works, what foods to eat, if you understand how to make proper choices, you don't fall off. You continually make progress over the course of your life. And yeah, you hit pitfalls and things happen and life happens, but you don't drop off and lose all your results. People don't have the right mindset. What's an average macro? Elizabeth, you're still thinking about the wrong thing, dear. An average macro, what does that mean? An average macro to start a base to adjust for fat loss. An average macro. Just do a general split. Download MyFitnessPal, get an idea of what is actually in food. Like, what are you doing now, Elizabeth? Let's talk this out. Oh, there's two Elizabeths talking. There's two Elizabeths talking. I'm talking about Elizabeth Gooden. What's an average macro? What are you doing now? What are you doing now? We'll finish with this. What do you think about pre-workouts? That's the only time. That's the only time that I will actually take a supplement. I'll either have coffee or I'll have some kind of pre-workout. My take on pre-workouts, they're crap. Do I take one? Sure. Like a lot of times I do because I want to get to the gym. A lot of times I won't go to the gym because I'm drained and I'm distracted and I like getting amped up for the gym. Are they crap? Yes. Are they bad for you long term? They could be. To what extent, that depends on the person, how much you take and what you're taking. But it's like any supplement. They're not regulated. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I mean, I take that for a purpose, because a lot of times, I don't have time to work out. I got to do these videos. I got to talk to these people. I'm not going to have time. You know what? I got to do it. I'll take a scoop and I'm like, well, I'm not going to take this pre-workout and then not go work out. So it gets me to the gym. So for me, it's valuable. But like, is it going to help me get bigger? No. Is it going to be like, is it going to get you results? No. That's not going to be determinant of whether I get results or not. Does it psychologically get me to the gym as like a placebo effect? Many times it does, and that's what I use it for. So I'm very honest with myself, like why I use it. And I'm fine with that, because the trade-off for me going to the gym is going to be more beneficial. What's a good exercise to target? Planks. You can't target a certain section of the abs. Reverse crunches are great. Limited range crunches. Yoga is great. Yoga with some ab work. Some good like high planks and some knee tucks and stuff. 40 carb, 30 fat, 30 protein. That's pretty standard. That's fine. If you know you're accurate to that, that's the average ratio. That's an average split. If you're looking for a lot of weight loss, you might want to look into ketosis. That's pretty extreme. For fat consumption, you're gonna have to research that a lot more. But people lose a lot of weight on ketosis. If that's something that you're interested in, some direction you want to go. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I love the open Q&A. It's slowing down a little bit and it's getting long. So thank you so much for joining me for episode 471 of the Daily Mother Swole. Hope you love the popsicle game. Popsicle game strong. Thank you for joining me every day live at 12 noon Eastern time. Every day right here on Facebook. You can catch all the episodes on YouTube and listen to the podcast on SoundCloud and iTunes. Have a lot of things on the podcast. You can listen to my podcast, SoundCloud and iTunes, and also, so you can look up the Daily Swole, 2 separate podcasts, especially on iTunes. You type in Swolenormous, you'll also see Swolenormous Audio, where there's a lot of clips, a lot of audio clips, a lot of one-on-one calls with members. So check that out, Swolenormous and Swolenormous Audio. Follow me on Instagram. I'll see you Instagram at Swolenormous. I'll see some of you in Premium this week. Remember, Premium accountability meeting tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern time. And I got some of your calls in a few minutes. Some of you Premium members going to do one-on-one calls. So love you. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose. Remember, new workshop on Thursday. Going to be announcing that tomorrow in the accountability meeting and on the daily show. So I'm very, very excited about this week's workshop. It's going to be awesome. It's going to take everyone to the next level. Super pumped about it. Peace out. Love you. See you tomorrow. Game of Thrones tonight.